good, man? I know enough. Wow, what's up? Oh, I have it. Wow, what's up? Oh, cause they feel like Hulk is gonna beat Garo or something. I mean, Garo has the ability to stall him. What's good? What's good?
Okay, we hear you, bro.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've missed quite a lot in the chat. Goddamn. Goddamn. Oh.
Battery 40%.
I mean, I'm good.
But them hits didn't mean shit. Lee went into that drunken stance and did nothing, but them hits didn't mean shit. Like, at no point in that fight was Kimmy Morrow backed up even a little bit until Gara stepped in. Nah, he got it back now. He got it back after that dumbass fucking fight. Naruto got the 9 tails back, and Gaara got the 1 tails back. I don't know. I thought he still had the 1 tails. They had that stupid ass moment where he could always talk to Gaara, so I just assumed he had him still. The 9 tails were with Naruto, 8 tails with B, and the rest of them left. They all separated because I know everyone else's Jinchuriki, with the exception of Gaara, is dead, and they all went their own separate ways. Because when they captured Gaara and stripped the Jinchuriki from him, he did die, but that puppet lady brought him back. Man, that's when he lost the 1 tail and all that other bullshit happened. Like I said, I just assumed they got it back because they did that dumbass episode where I think somebody captured the 4 tails again, and the nigga was talking to Gaara inside that little spirit area.
So basically, y'all niggas are debating a bunch of shit y'all don't have full insight on. I got you. I'm gonna take this W. This is about that.
No, they're still connected through Naruto.
That's the biggest.
Whatever that fucking mental realm they want to call whatever it is. They mentioned that in supposedly when they said we could all, if anybody wants to talk to us or if we all want to communicate, we can channel through Naruto and the 9 tails. No, you're debating something you don't have full insight on.
You're right. It's why I'm taking time out to get full insight on it literally right now. Like, no, y'all are debating from a perspective with your personal feelings, because all evidence says that Gaara has all the basic capabilities of keeping the Hulk at bay.
In the war, a lot of shit got fucking stupid and they never answered a lot of questions.
Okay, I can respect that. DJ, how's that? Those feats coming?
I'm checking his stats right now. Because it says, because I was reading in here in the database that I remember, because he has a large chakra reserve just like Naruto does.
Hey bro, you cutting up real bad. I don't know what this about. You cutting out hella heavy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I was saying that let me see if I can pull this mic up so you can hear me better. Got this clip so I keep the mic above me so they can hear me. I was saying that Gaara has a large chakra reserve, and just like Naruto does, but when he lost his so-called 8 tails or whatever, the Jinchuriki, his little demon or whatever. So he noticed there was a difference in the performance of the way he used to fight. So when he lost it for a short while during that arc, he used to fight people from far away because he lacked certain jutsus and taijutsus and shit like that. But then when he got it back, and when he was in the ninja war and he fought his father and a couple other people, he did some training to enhance his shortcomings. So now he could take on, because he's the Hokage, so he has to play his role as a Hokage. Like he defended a whole village from being blown to bits. You know what I'm saying?
By Dater.
So, but the biggest play that they should already know this, even without even trying to go into detail, is because of sand. Like he can manipulate sand to the point where nobody can't really move in this whole thing, no matter how.
That doesn't seem to be good enough.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but that's Gaara's sand is something that always immobilize a target.
There's nothing in Gaara's arsenal short of a sealing technique that is stopping the Hulk. Only reason Gaara keeps people at bay in his universe is because of their particular power levels, their power scaling. They can't get through his defenses. It's hard for those characters to get through his defenses. And in his mannerisms, Gara stands still. He does not move his fight. When he does move, it's like subtle.
Come on, guys. Oh, fuck. Where is your mother? Oh my god. Stop trying to commit suicide.
Whatever, or stand there with his armor, and Hulk is going to full blast hit this man and explode him. Gara has never shown any actual, I guess you want to say, strength to hold off anything massive. Explosions and everything like that, he can't take it. He can contain it for when he got Data, he sealed it off and exploded, and that was it. Like, the explosion still happened and crushed everything that he made. Like, he doesn't have what it takes to actually put a barrier up between, even with the gold in his sand, it does not help. The gold was something to help him. After the fact he lost the it still didn't do much for him. I mean, for people in his universe, yeah, like holding him off and stuff like that, playing defense, yeah, that works for people in the universe. But just want a low power skill, like an extreme Naruto. They even gave him the creators of Naruto. He's even stated that the strongest person, till Madara, is equivalent to Nappa from Dragon Ball. Like, come on. Like, he even set the power scaling for you.
And I'm not going to even say even Madara, nigga, because Madara is pretty fucking weak when you throw him in the Marvel universe.
But all in all, like, the mannerism and the way that Gara fights is his ultimate downfall. It's like, why? It's spite. He's...
How is that? You keep making stupid fucking arguments for Hulk. First off, Gara mannerisms would keep him fucking expanded in the air himself. This is a mannerism of Gara. The entire fight between him and his dad, like, this nigga was suspended in the air. Like, what are you talking about? The defense is to keep Hulk at bay alone, just that fucking distance. Hulk leaping up and finding something to stop him mid-stride, and then him having to take another leap. This alone gives Gara the advantage. Yeah. Gara burying Hulk's feet in the ground, this alone gives Gara the advantage. Gara fucking wrapping sand around the Hulk's neck, this alone gives Gara fucking the advantage. Yeah. Gara making sand clones. This alone gives Gara the advantage. No, you keep trying to make this argument come from what you want, not based on the character's mannerisms. Hulk is a beast, not a genius.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like,
oh, and then this whole fucking trying to make an argument from the fucking Immortal Hulk perspective. Literally, the things that went on in the Immortal Hulk story was all about a fucking orchestration that the Hulk was being manipulated the entire time. Like, there was never anybody trying to put him down other than what is this nigga name? Absorption Man was the only nigga trying to put him down, and he failed because the one below all didn't want him to succeed. Oh my god, I'm fucking annoyed about this shit. Like, no, this is annoying. I don't understand how this is a debate. Who posted this match to begin with? Wasn't it you, Thor?
Yeah.
Like, Thor, right now, bro, if you tell me I'm wrong, I'll concede.
Like I said, I can see it going, like, okay, so I can see
Okay,
Gareth,
but that's a genuine argument, though. Like, that could go, it can go in any fucking way. But the shit is far from a spite. Like, why do they keep calling it a spite? It's not a spite. The most minute thing about Gara is all the weaknesses of the Hulk. The most minute thing.
I can see, like, you know, Gareth strangling the Hulk and, like, exploding his inside just sound as easy as I can see Hulk uppercutting Gara in the next century. Like...
And
yeah,
plus,
I make no argument about the Hulk getting his hands on Gara. If the Hulk can get his hands on Gara, that's how he fucking wins. The fact is that Gara has all the capabilities of keeping the Hulk from getting his hands on him. The distance between Gara and the Hulk the entire fight alone gives Gara the advantage. Look how high Gara was when he fought his father. Is that not facts, Thor? Is that literally not facts? When he fought his father, plus those other, it was like 2 more people, 3 more people. Like, when he fought them fools, he literally had, like, the whole ground at bay. Not to mention his dad used sand, too, and he fucking embarrassed that shit. Like, dog, the nigga fucking is OP, like, the smallest things that make Gara special are all the things needed to keep Hulk at bay. I don't understand. Like, what is the Hulk gonna do? Leap to Gara? Okay, then Hulk jumps at Gara. Gara fucking blocks him. Literally, gravity takes over right there. Hulk has no anti-gravity abilities. Oh, I get it. The sonic clap thing, right? Like, Gara's gonna rebound from the sonic clap. You know why? Everybody rebounds from the sonic clap.
And plus, not only that, Gara always have absolute defense, so you can't really hurt him unless he go toe to toe with you, unless the Hulk got speed. But if he ain't got no speed, then
Well, no, the Hulk is a super fast character. He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hulk's not slow by no means.
but no, compared to the Jitsu that Gara pursue, it'll still be slower because he won't be able to touch Gara because
Nah,
he would just be hitting
Nobody
sand.
in the Naruto universe is as fast as the Hulk. Yeah, you talking about a character
Yeah,
that literally like combat speeds with Thor, Beta Ray Bill.
But
He even tried to take on like Silver Surfer and stuff like that.
yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying, as far as a tactician character, if you notice every fight that Gara been in, nobody really damaged him because it's always been a clone of sand. So that being said, it will be hard for Hulk to pinpoint if the body's real or not. And then on top of that, you know, as long as Gara has chakra, like I said, he has a large tank. He always gonna use the sand to cover for him for his absolute defense. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's the Flash, and I know the Hulk is not faster than the Flash.
I mean, you heard me just say that, like the sand, like all the once again, like you're saying the same thing I'm saying,
Yeah.
and they're saying that's not evidence. Like,
Was she okay for the most part?
what? That's my dogs. What's up?
I'll put everything up. And I'll put something else.
Everything you just said in the first message, I didn't listen to the second message yet. Everything you just said in the first message doesn't even make sense. First of all, that is
Oh
not
my
Hulk's
God.
mannerisms. That's how he fought his dad when he was showing his new technique.
Did Gara not do the same thing as Shippuden? Did that? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I played the game. Like, didn't the game follow the story? Did this nigga not do the same thing as Shippuden to spin himself on a small piece of land?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Even when he fought Dodara and still protected his village, he still protected all the explosives.
Like, I don't understand. Like, this nigga, it can't be me, bro. I feel like he's trying to take advantage of me because I don't watch this anime.
Right? He stays on the ground. He does not go. Spend it in the
No,
air.
he does not stay on the ground. What are you talking about? In the Ninja War, he stayed in the air the whole time with the little old man midget that fly in the air that hosts the rocks.
Spot. He may put it, and again, everything that you're saying that he can do to the Hulk, he does not have the strength capacity.
It doesn't take strength when you can make quicksand.
That's the problem.
How is that a strength feat?
The thing is, it's not about Gara defeating Hulk. It's about holding him at bay. He has plenty enough capabilities to hold the Hulk at bay. You know.
The planet.
Oh my God! You heard what this nigga said, Thor?
What? Sorry, I daydreamed for a
He
second.
brought up
What?
the World War Hulk feat.
Which World War Hulk thing?
The East Coast border seaboard, where the Hulk
off.
literally like took a step and it like cracked the seaboard.
1 second. Let's do it this way. We're gonna do it this way, right? Okay. So we'll do it with base Hulk, or if they want to go for World War Hulk, that's fine. But there's one big issue with that, right? Hulk can't go into World War Hulk without Bruce Banner's permission, and Bruce Banner always restricts Hulk's power level. That's like a known fact, right? You think Bruce Banner is gonna let Hulk throttle a teenager?
Nope. Not consciously, no.
Staying in the air, he's done that.
Exactly. So all these feats are gonna be redundant. In fact, I'm sure like what's the age of Garen in Ninja War, like 17 or something?
Even if he does match his feet, he stands on a pillar.
He floats on sand in the air. Once he realizes that.
Bro, can I have a fucking like clan vote that Static should shut the fuck up when he clearly contradicts himself? Can I please get a clan vote on this that Static should not be allowed to speak when this nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about? Oh, we had moved past that because they tried to troll me. They tried to move to Doctor Doom versus Moon Knight. And then there was something after that. And then so like I thought we was off of. Oh, and then it was. I think the last one was Ultron versus Black Adam. And so like I answered. I said winners of today is Gara, Moon Knight, Ultron. And somehow we got back to this one particular fight. So I actually hit up DJ for backup. Yes, I was desperate. I was that desperate. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, of course, it's not working because Static don't want to take an L. But I still got Admin Thor here confirming everything that I've said, like, or at least giving me intel on things I don't have insight on. Well, yeah, DJ provided like information of like a different story arc that I didn't know nothing about, Ninja War or something like that.
But no, just tell him. The man, like Bruce Banner's not gonna let Hulk like rage on a 15-year-old.
He loses. He does this kind of shit.
How is this a losing, Static? You said this isn't the mannerism of a character who, which by the way, you keep trying to attack me because I don't watch this weak ass series. Like you literally tried to attack me from that angle. You said it wasn't his mannerism, something you should have fucking had the insight on. I've only seen subtle things about this fucking series and the research I've been doing since we started this debate, not to mention the Sandman debate that we had. And I fucking know that this is something that Gara is known for doing. You said it wasn't, and it was Doom who corrected you. So no, nigga, I love when you do this. Overlook the facts, you cuthead, dick, douchewash. I fucking hate you, bro. Just don't say nothing when you don't know nothing. I fucking hate this nigga.
You need to like take a chill pill, you know?
So, I mean, I'm cool if y'all want to vote on that, but clearly Joey doesn't know what he's talking about. So
It was Doom that corrected him. How is it I don't know what I'm talking about? It's Doom.
The end all be all. Still, Gara has nothing to take down the Hulk. So he doesn't have the chakra reserves to withstand that much time against the Hulk.
Let me ask y'all this question: does the Hulk ever get tired?
Yeah, the Hulk tires out. It just takes a lot. Like it takes a certain amount of power, or sometimes it takes like an Immortal Hulk run that's going on now. Like it took Hulk to tire himself out at times.
Well,
Not to mention Hulk has a new restriction.
Well,
so
that's
Hulk
the
can't actually go Hulk until nighttime now.
Well, that's the reason why I was asking, because I was curious, because I wondered if he had some type of limitation. But so if he can get tired out, and Gara knows this as a fighter, as a genius fighter, and a Hokage, he will probably just tire the Hulk out. Despite, like I said, if you're talking about Gara just going straight toe to toe, mano a mano, no tricks, just straight power and power, then yes, the Hulk will win every time. But if you're talking about a person that doesn't fight like that, he never fights anyone like that. And Static know this. The way Gara fights, he does not fight you straight up. He's going to manipulate everything around him, just like Jackie Chan does, and make sure that you tire yourself out. Waste your chakra, waste your powers, or whatever may have you, and wear you out, and then take you out from then on. He has all the skill sets that he needs to wear the Hulk out. My money would probably be on Gara because of that feat by itself, because he has a limitation. If we was talking about Superman that does not have no limitations,
but Gara don't have the power
to
tire out Hulk, and that's where that problem is.
So
like, if Gara has what it takes to hold out as long as the Hulk can hold out, like, and that's a long ass time. So like, literally little feats like trying to make the Hulk fucking jump to where he's at in the sky, fucking literally quicksand in the ground beneath the Hulk. Like, this in itself would fucking exhaust the shit out the Hulk long enough over time. But as far as like trying to hit the Hulk with an ability, like one of his, which is literally a shaman, right? One of those when he makes those constructs in the sand or whatever. Like, he did that defensive technique, remember? Where he like, I think it was like an image of his mom or something covering him with her fingers crossed. Like, when he does stuff like that offensively, that just wouldn't be enough to fucking like tire out the Hulk. But especially if it weakens Gara at the same time. So Gara doing things like quicksand over and over again, wall, quicksand, this would be more than enough to fucking tire the Hulk out if Gara himself can keep up with that stamina. If Gara doesn't have the stamina to hold out as long as the Hulk does, there's no prayer for him. Like, and that's not even what I'm arguing. What I'm arguing is that they said it was a spite match. This is far from spite. The most minute things about Gara says Gara is more than equipped to take the Hulk on.
That is true. I sent you a link, Trinity, so you can look at the stat on that stat page. If you go down to where it says stamina, it says Gara's stamina is extremely high. He can fight for hours non-stop against high-level opponents without getting winded.
You do that every time you get into a
Oh
debate.
my
You're
God.
not getting through. You start attacking, which you just did. You attacked me personally, but we're gonna go past that. Secondly, why don't you follow your own rule? And if you don't know anything about a certain particular character or subject, you don't speak on it.
But I'm doing the research. Big difference between
Everyone
us.
here is telling you what it is between Gara and Hulk. The stuff that Gara is capable of, the stuff that Gara is gonna win, the stuff that Gara can compare to, and you're listening to. I mean, if you don't want to listen to it, that's you. I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's the same way when it's the other way around. You tell me the same shit, and like, look, no one's agreeing with you. Not even Thor. Thor is in the middle. Thor does that all the time. He stays in the middle. Like he's just neutral. He's okay. Even if he did correct me, it still doesn't change the fact that.
See, Static, this is the difference between us. I'm not attacking you as a person. I'm attacking you for this debate. Like, you keep saying incorrect shit. First off, Doom was the one who corrected you. There's no two ways about that, nigga. He was the one who corrected you, not me. Two, Thor didn't say that he sided with you. Thor said it could go either way. I'm in the chat with Thor right now. I don't know why you trying to pretend like you didn't verbally hear this man say it could go either way. I'm staying neutral. Like, why are you trying to make an argument like that or put somebody out like that? No. And the difference between us is I do the research. I had previous fucking insight on this character from the Sandman debate. You know, the one you said I tried to say was spite, though I said it was interesting because it could go either way with these characters, and it came down to who had the mastery over Sand more. Like, no, all evidence point to you're just a jerk. You fucking dickhead. And with all the evidence provided between both sides of this argument, nothing proves this is a spite match. Nothing. Yo, you locked me out the computer. What's the pin? See. Nigga, yours the only one on here. How have we wiped it?
Because mine was still up. My feet was still up. I didn't do any of that.
Well, we didn't wipe the ownership, we wiped that file. That means like all the extra users too, nigga. No, you were the owner of the laptop. I gave the laptop to you, so when me and Will set it up, we set it up for you. I'm about to static you, bro.
He said about the static. That's funny.
What's she mad about? That food? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like that I just kept this on and it's the first thing to start playing. Oh, that's I need like, he just said this is really low. How about I attacked him? Like, get the fuck out of here. Oh man, you sent me the same shit I had already been looking at.
Oh, okay. Oh, the same web page.
I know I needed like a direct, definitive link. Like this shit is a bunch of fans talking about shit.
Oh, but I like that link because if you notice the highlight hyperlinks, they show you the images and stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I went looking at a respect thread for. Like I was trying to find something definitive, not like
Those because
fan
that
reviews.
page has some hyperlinks and stuff like that. So uh, anything that's in the blue is like hyperlinks to like a picture or something like that. That's the only one I ever seen that actually
Bro,
does that.
it's a verse battles wiki from fandom. I know.
Yeah. So I was just throwing that out there.
This is a character like Thor or something like that. Then he'll go ahead and go about it. He's always needed. I feel like Joey knows Static is right. He just doesn't want to admit it in this.
What? Oh my God! Is he serious? Are you serious?
No, he can't be serious. It sounds like he's trolling.
Are you serious, nigga? The fuck? I'm tired of niggas trying to make out like I don't mind being like, what the fuck? Why did you not put the soda in the refrigerator? You stood right behind me. Done. Man, like I don't mind being like it has nothing to do with right or wrong. Like
So I'm pretty sure that's not going to matter on every occasion. The Hulk is let loose, not to his full power extent, no, but Hulk in his base, in his weakest form, is too much for Gar. Gar has never gone up against anything even remotely to Hulk's.
oh my God, this is dumb. These niggas act like somebody, bro. Like Hawkeye is nowhere near capable of the abilities that fucking Gara possessed. This is a man with fucking exceptional skills of eye coordination. This nigga puts the Hulk down so fucking much. How can they fucking overlook shit like that? That's what this is. This is the Bruce thing all over again.
The Bruce thing, huh?
I had a debate like when the Black Panther movie came out. It was like the week before the movie release. We had a debate with an admin from the old page. But he thought my love for Hawkeye was an exaggeration. That's what he felt. He felt like I was overhyping Hawkeye, and I was trying to point out to him that Hawkeye is like Black Panther when it comes to like people who work on Hawkeye in Marvel Comics. They meticulously do things with Hawkeye. Literally, you could buy an Avengers comic, right? And it'll be all type of fucking fucked up shit going on. All the Avengers will be getting fucked up in the picture, except for Hawkeye. Hawkeye will be that one nigga in the background putting up the best fight, right? Thor could be getting slapped around. Wolverine could be fucking continuously trying to regenerate to get on his feet. Hawkeye's a nigga that ain't been touched yet, right? This is a fact. One of the biggest Marvel comic arcs in all of Marvel history is a story arc called The Age of Ultron. It was Hawkeye who literally saved the day single-handedly. While everybody else was struggling, it was Hawkeye who was like, man, this shit's getting out of hand, and strapped Ultron to a rocket and sent that nigga about his way.
That's crazy.
You can't compare Gara to Hawkeye, so why the fuck would you think that Gara can't take on the Hulk, like especially when he has the built-in tools to keep Hulk at bay? Like, I never once argued that Gara would fucking KO Hulk. I never once argued that this nigga would have enough power to go toe-to-toe with this nigga. What I argued was that at his most minute form and his most basic state, Gara literally is already equipped with the things it takes to keep Hulk at bay. How do you call that a spite? You're talking about Hulk going a raging punch monster going up against an actual punching bag. And it ain't like there's no evidence for it. If you look in the publication of Marvel Comics, Sandman and the Hulk went at it, and literally Sandman manhandled the Hulk the entire time. The only way Hulk was able to beat Sandman was in the water, and he struggled in the water. It wasn't until the Hulk spent his arms so fast that he created a whirlpool in the water to break Sandman up, and he was able to walk away from that fight. Sandman still survived the fight.
What's up, PPLS?
This nigga has done all type of desperate shit to discredit me. This nigga said I said Gara was super weak because of a fight we discussed between Gara and Sandman. Like, for some reason, me picking Sandman over Gara makes Gara weak. Like, these are two masters of fucking sand. Like, this is a totally different context of fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's not going on every occasion. The Hulk is let loose, not to his full power extent, no. But Hulk in his ability, in his biggest form, is too much for Gara. Gara has never gone up against anything even remotely to Hulk's big. Well, first of all, he is not 15 no more. Gara's like 19 and 29 at this point.
I thought the point was a kid.
Banner has nothing to do with this.
But even still, like Hulk, despite the fights that Hulk have done, but if you're talking about everyday Hulk, like even in the live action Hulk, he's not the Hulk as you would expect in the comics, or even the Super Hulk or whatever the War Hulk that you always talk of. Every time I see Hulk, he always get his ass whipped.
Hold on, DJ.
So,
my daughter going rampage.
Yeah, so
Because I can already barely hear you. Hey, lady.
With groundbreaking shit. Well, first of all, there's no need for that. Again, there's no possible way Gara is behold.
Hey.
Single generation caught that no one can
Yeah. Well, you want to play with me, but you just screamed at me. I don't understand. All right, DJ. She calmed down.
now I was just saying, it's just like everyday Hulk. You know what I'm saying? He always get battered up by somebody. Always, like even in the cartoon, you see Hulk get his butt whooped. Even with the simplest stuff, he gets held hostage by a building. You know what I'm saying? The cartoon, like, you know, if he could get held hostage by a 20-story building and he act like he can't even get out. Even in the live action movie, he was up there struggling, trying to get out. You know, because he's not angry. But when he's not angry, he's almost like at his weakest point. So my point is, he's not angry all the time. Even with Bruce, like Thor was saying that Bruce Banner does not let him go, you know, 100% ham, you know, on everything. Because if he loses his emotions and lose that control, then yes, nobody can't stop the Hulk. But as long as the Hulk has limitations and being maintained in that right proper chain, it's going to be like that all the time with you know, with that particular fight with Gara. Gara can maintain and control that fight, and plus Gara does not have a limit when it comes to the stamina. He never get long-winded when he fights. He can fight all day if he want to.
Okay, so with that, the cinematic universe Hulk is nowhere near a reflection of Hulk from the comic.
Nope.
Same thing goes for the TV show. Not even close, bro. So Hulk in comics is pretty beastie. Like, there's no two ways about it. You're talking about a character who literally leaped from the surface of the planet and one punched a fucking meteor twice the size of it. Like, you're talking about the same character who literally, like, is so strong. From one side of the earth, he was able to grip the ground and hold, like, the split earth together. Like the whole world split in half, and this nigga just held it together. Like so, there's nothing soft about the Hulk in like even some of his most basic states. What
Wait,
where
what?
Hulk finds a lot of.
What
said,
did you say that you say he held together a world?
Yeah, the Earth. So there's a story where Hulk literally puts his hands in the ground and holds Earth together.
Right, are you talking
Literally
about when he was on Sakar? That wasn't like planet breaking apart, that was two tectonic plates.
Nah, this was the Earth. This was the Earth, dude. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up for you right now. Let's see. Then like when Hulk gets beaten, like in comics, bro, like it's always by somebody who either got the drop on Hulk, can match Hulk's strength, or just outsmart the Hulk altogether. And if you go back in like old comics, every time Bruce Banner transforms into the Hulk, is always a different iteration. Because you got like Smart Hulk, you got a Hulk that can talk, Hulk that doesn't talk, which is usually the more powerful version. Great Hulk, Joe Finger Hulk. Just recently, I think they finally added Devil Hulk to the comics, because originally that only existed in the game.
Oh, you talking about James at that world with the...
This nigga's definitely lying. Grey Hulk is not fucking with y'all. That nigga lying. I mean, not Grey Hulk, Joe Finger Hulk. That nigga was literally just a big ass stocky bodyguard.
He said stocky bodyguard. That's funny.
You ain't never seen the version of Hulk in a tuxedo with the pinstripe suit on? That nigga,
I think on Justice League one point in time.
On the Justice League, oh no, nigga, wrong comic company altogether. Let's see, Hulk.
My bad. Yeah, you're right. Wrong cartoon.
Y'all jumping on me. No, I'm literally just pointing out the mannerisms of the characters, and they're just like, "You're an idiot." Hulk's winning this, and it's just like, I didn't say that he isn't winning it or that he is losing it. Jesus fuck.
Man, how is it? Okay, so I see what you're talking about, this tectonic plate thing. Let's see. You compare the two screenshots. See if they're the same thing.
He must be a higher level than me. Take too much damage.
I wonder why the Hulk doesn't say that anymore.
Say what? Hulk smash?
That whole, nah, that whole don't make me angry. Like, all he says now is Hulk smash.
Oh.
That you won't like me when I'm angry thing. He no longer says that shit. Looking at the shit now.
Couldn't Swamp Thing can fight Hulk?
Some people would argue that. I don't see Swamp Thing really fucking with the Hulk me personally. If we talking about, because these two characters aren't like the two characters we're talking about now. Swamp Thing is a get in your face kind of character. On one hand, I want to say yeah, Swamp Thing would probably do the same thing I'm saying Guard would do. Probably just fucking put the Hulk in the earth or some shit. On the other hand, like, I think Hulk would cause too much destruction for Swamp Thing to care. Or carry on, not care, but carry on. I think the shit would probably do more damage than Swamp Thing would want to do it. Okay, yeah. You're right, bro.
Yeah, there's Sonic Blade.
Yeah. That's still the same shit. Like, that's still crazy.
No. Yeah, but is it crazy? But it's not literally like what you said.
Let's see, because I'm reading it right now. Because he knows. Alright, I got the whole 2 pages right here. Yeah, the planet was split. Here we go. This, and it's, what's his name? The guy that, Takaki played in the Ragnarok movie?
Korg?
Korg, yeah. Like Korg says it. He literally says the crust of every planet is splitting.
Yeah, the crust isn't
With
the
all
same
his,
as...
with all his strength, the Green Scar could smash the world to pieces. But what can he do to heal it? This nigga literally jumps in, puts his hands in fucking earth and holds this bitch together.
No, but like, he's only pulling 2 tectonic plates together, and that thing isn't the same as the world being ripped apart.
Nigga, it was split!
No, the crust was splitting, and it was like, come on now.
I'm literally reading this quote.
It's yeah, read it again.
Let's go a bit deeper. I don't understand. So they want to use composite Hulk, but they don't want to use composite Gara?
No, it's just getting annoying. Now they're talking about Immortal and...
Yeah, like, you want to talk about Immortal Hulk, bring up fucking World War Hulk feats, but you don't fucking... Like, what the fuck?
And they don't, then they were only talking about, like, feats from Gara that was in Shippuden, but not, and then the moment I pointed out that it's clearly you're going off Shippuden, they're like, no, we're doing adult, because the point that I brought up, obviously...
That doesn't make any sense. You literally, this whole time, have been talking about the composite of Hulk, but you don't want to talk about the composite of Gara? Dumb. It's dumb. Surely now that you've been debating with this, well, I think you've seen it from the beginning, whatever.
It literally looks like now that, what do you call it? That they're deciding to change which version of Gara it is because of my point. Hulk ain't gonna go all out on a 15-year-old to 17-year-old. And the moment I point that out, it's just like, oh no, we're going off the Boruto one where he's 30, and it's just like, none of y'all have said you're going off Boruto, you're using Shippuden feats, like, come on now. Fun times, fun times.
I just don't even want to hear his voice now at this point. Yeah, bro, it was the whole planet. I'm looking. Yes, it was the whole planet.
Yeah, it don't matter. It ain't not an impressive feat.
You don't think that's impressive? What the fuck? This nigga says the crust of the very planet is splitting. This nigga Hulk goes in with two hands, holds this bitch together. I literally looked up what would happen if the planet's crust split. Like, nigga,
Not even impressive feat. Wonder why? Wonder why?
Why?
When Thor, Hulk reached a single arm up against the force of 20 planets. Because that's what Thor did. With like minimum.
Yeah, I know about that. One of my favorite feats from Thor.
Yeah. That's why.
And it wasn't planets. It was literal realms.
No, you're thinking of a different one.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about? Because I know about when Thor literally held the 9 realms on one hand.
Right, yeah. So that's insane, and it's universes, not worlds. I would have made that very clear. That's another insane feat, but no. So he's fighting up against this person, right? And they put him in a constricting force of 20 planets. You know what constricting means? Yeah, it's all around you.
Yeah.
Thor raises his right arm up in this constricting force of 20 planets, and it escapes him.
You said the Hulk did this?
No, Thor. I'm saying hit me up when
Oh,
Hulk
that's
gets
why you're
it.
saying the Hulk's feet isn't impressive? Get out of here.
Yeah,
Stop it. You trolling me.
I'm not. See, every time somebody's like, "Oh, Hulk beats Thor," get the fuck. See, when people say Hulk's strongest there is, get the
Yeah, but
fuck.
I've always taken Thor over Hulk, so I'm not one of those people.
Oh, but see, when people say Hulk's strongest there is, like, get the fuck.
Damn, DJ, I hope I'm not still holding you hostage, bro.
No, you good, bro. I'm just up there chilling. I'm over
This shit's
here.
still going on.
Hey, tell Static need to come on this jump force and get these hands.
No, we do not. No.
They're just trying to argue in which version of Gar they're using, even though at no point did they state it. Like,
What is he talking about? Oh no. Now Admin Bane tripping because Marvel literally retcon shit all the time. They literally just spent a shitload of time retconning shit in the Thor universe. They literally just retconned what was it? A bunch of shit with Ghost Rider. They got this nigga tripping.
do you see how, like, idiotic it is? They're jumping on me now because I'm just like, you didn't state which version of X person you're going off. Like,
We're using his best feats, which happen in Shotoden. The stronger point in Gaara's character career is in Shotoden.
Seemed like Static still hung up on it. That's funny.
No, it's Spike. It's not a Spike. They agree on the debate. Just need to admit it's not a Spike.
Oh, he must be a high level to me to hit me with two of them joints. That quick.
Man, this nigga just be making empty arguments. And he swears up and down he makes valid arguments. That's so empty. So, hey Thor, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Gaara still a Hokage in Boruto?
yeah.
Or whatever it is he becomes? Right?
Yeah.
So, don't they essentially just get stronger with time? That's how they hold their mantle, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Because I've seen enough of Naruto that saw the, what's his name, Jahara? Like, that saw all the shit that went on with that guy. Like, these people clearly, once they make this rank, like they earn this rank by continuously becoming more and more effective at what they do. I don't understand what the debate there is. Why would you assume Gaara is weaker as a Hokage? What Hokage got weaker?
Um, Actually, I can't think of anyone. I mean,
But
I
wouldn't
heard
that be like the basis to base that assumption on? Oh, well, when so and so became Hokage, he got weaker.
Naruto got stronger, but he also got weaker because he was a Hokage. You
Did
know
he
what I
get
mean?
weaker because he was Hokage, or did he give up something, and that's why you're saying he's weaker?
Right. So him and Sasuke are the two strongest ninjas, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then because he decided to be Hokage, and that has a bunch of stuff with it, he had to stop training because of being a Hokage, and then Sasuke overcame him.
Okay, that's a particular type of situation. You're saying Sasuke and Naruto. First off, those characters have always had that thing between them. So like, you're saying literally Sasuke had the intention to continuously try to keep up with Naruto as where Naruto like became content.
The funny thing
That's
is,
my understanding.
between them two, ain't nobody in the
So being Hokage in general doesn't make you weak. That's all I'm trying to work out.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Okay. I know these niggas not gonna come back on that Moon Knight versus Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is not fucking with Moon Knight. I want that not to be a thing. Hey, you know I had another bottle of that sauce, right? Cause you clearly like that shit. Get that one. I got it. Oh no, Thor! You started back.
What is it?
I just saw your message.
What about it?
I was gonna start them up again.
I'm just saying, they're all jumping on me when it's their fault that they didn't decide which version of Gara they're using.
I mean, but that's a valid argument though. Like, this nigga mentioned World War Hulk feat that you never saw again.
Shit.
This nigga made out like you're talking about a dude who literally takes a step and what did he say? Cracks the earth. First off, he cracked a specific place in the earth,
Yeah.
like the Eastern Seaboard. Like this nigga didn't fucking crack the entire east side of the world. Like this is a very specific place, and New York already sits on the island. Like what was the debate there?
Needless to say, I think I've made a solid argument on how them ones are the dumbasses for not deciding which version of Gara they're using. They didn't bring up any of his feats from Boruto. If he doesn't have any, they could have specified they're using an adult one.
I'm like, god damn, these niggas love exaggerating. This nigga Gara in the most. I need to get off this shit myself. I'm not keeping up with that one anymore. I'm letting that one go. I gotta let it go. I let it go. Niggas gonna make me as dumb as them. Are you gonna put her down anytime soon? I wasn't saying right now. I was just asking. Cause you got that seat on the couch with you. Gotta binge watch Beetleborgs now.
Beetleborgs. That's funny.
What you doing?
And I have to scroll all the way up to look at everyone's top 5.
We gotta scroll back and look at everybody's top 5.
Mm-hmm. Because it
Don't do
makes
it.
an interesting debate if you fucking use people's.
Well, that's what I was telling y'all in the recording. That was the whole point of me asking everybody for their top 5s. And really is because of what Jared brought up yesterday. Him questioning Mike. Which now more than ever, I'm definitely questioning Mike. I tried to let that other shit go. Today has been very insightful, enlightening.
I got a good one. I'll see what everyone else is doing first.
I love you.
See what
Man, this
people
nigga
say.
Doom just showed up waiting to see what he said.
Don't even get me started. I don't want to stay up to like 3 in the morning arguing with him only for him to read the message, know that he's in the wrong, and then like not reply until the conversation continues.
Is Static home or is he just at work?
He might have got ready for work. He really just left us hanging. Let's see.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he said he's going to the toilet and then he didn't come back. Who do you got, Joey?
Oh, he actually said Ultron. What is this, Punisher vs. Solid Snake?
Yeah.
Mm, This nigga said only because of the adamantium. That annoys me. Ultron has moved past adamantium. But anyway, this nigga's literally organic now. Nigga. Fuck, I want to say.
Joey, I had so much faith in you.
Yeah, so. Solid Snake's definitely not taking this one. He's just not. As much as I love Solid Snake, I'm looking at all the evidence in hand right now. He's not taking this one.
And why is that?
Because if you look at all the evidence, right, Solid Snake's biggest feats is like the boss enemies, right? And like, I'd say like his most dangerous boss enemies was literally everything that went on in Guns of the Patriots. Like,
He's got more feats. Sorry, he's got better feats than them.
where? Because his best feats literally extend from Sons of Liberty, Guns of the Patriots.
Well, because Solid Snake is made to be superior to Big Boss. And do you know who was on Big Boss's level slash slightly below. Damage Venom
Okay,
Snake.
as long as we agree on that. All right, because he's definitely not more beefy than Big Boss.
Damage Venom Snake is either on Big Boss's level or just below it, because that was the whole point of him.
Yeah.
So every feat that Damage Venom Snake had is comparable to what Solid had. Maybe even better, because Solid, unlike Big Boss, was genetically engineered to be at peak everything from the start. So, you know them feats where, you know, Damage Venom Snake?
I don't agree that Solid has the better track record. I mean, the Punisher has the better track record. I definitely don't agree there. They both have a phenomenal track record.
I'm not saying that Solid has the better track record, but I'm saying...
That's in the chat. It's in the chat. I was sitting there.
Alright, right.
Look, I want to make this clear. I voted Punisher, but saying Snake is not impressive is a super understatement. Like, you're doing that character no justice nor this debate.
But no, I was getting at. So Solid Snake is better than Damage Venom, yeah. Did you see how quickly Damage... he's better at CQC than Damage Venom as well, because Solid is meant to be the best ever clone slash genetically engineered thing that's meant to be comparable to Big Boss, right? Damage Venom countered a Skull Agent teleporting at him, and it's in slow motion, so we can assume it's in a few seconds, like 2 seconds or something. He easily was able to figure out where that person was and counter them super quickly, and that's a super soldier, right? Which obviously means Solid is above that.
No, I can't agree with that. So if you look at like, if you're going off like Solid versus like, if you're going off Solid versus Big Boss, like, it just don't add up, bro. Like, they were definitely on the same level, with Solid maybe being like slightly below.
I'm talking about Damage Venom.
Yeah, but like, Big Boss is like literally the only thing to compare Solid to. Solid Snake is the best clone out of all three of the brothers, like, to Big Boss.
But you're forgetting Damage Venom, who isn't a clone. But all of his feats are better than Snake's. But Snake, by definition of everything that the game sets, even after Damaged exists, says that Snake is superior in every way. Which means, see all the feats that Damage Venom Snake does, it means Solid can either do at the same level or better. The game
This is very perceptional.
It's really not. Damaged already existed. Everyone knew about Damaged, but everyone said Solid was the best, like, clone slash whatever you want to refer to them as, of Big Boss.
Yeah, he was definitely the better. He definitely was better than Solidus. He definitely was better than Liquid.
And even though it doesn't show it, that he's
You don't think they showed it? What?
No, even though they don't show him being better than Damage Venom, they outright say he's the best and Damage Venom exists.
Yeah, but who said this?
Everyone knows, like, they said in game and stuff, that Solid Snake is the top of the clones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had feats to prove that.
Yeah. They also said as well, Damage Venom.
Yeah, but there's no feats to prove this.
I know, but it's sad. Like,
No, that's not. No, bro. This is a Moon Girl argument all over again. No, bro. There's no proof for that.
besides, Snake's CQC is far better than Punisher's.
私が変わろう。なめろらえた。次の舞白蓮。はっいや染めの舞月白。吹っ飛べ下がっていろ。はっ染めの舞次の舞白蓮。
Stuff I've seen him do, he's done by
遅いわ。とわけだ。よけてみな。
Yeah, and like to the context of our debate, like this is Solid Snake versus Punisher. Like these are damn near equal fucking characters. Like with Punisher just willing to fucking go the distance to get the win.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Solid showed how far he'd go the distance in that Metal Gear Solid 4.
You said what, bro? I'm sorry, I cut out.
What do you call it? I'm saying that I don't know about that. Like Solid showed how far he'd go the distance in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, up against threats that didn't match Punisher. Like, there's nowhere that fucking like.
Are you trying to say what Ocelot was like on superhuman steroids at the time wasn't comparable to Punisher?
No, I'm saying because of things like him fighting Ocelot, that definitely put him in the league with Punisher. Like because of his feats between those two games, between Sons of Liberty, Guns of the Patriots, like those are literally the things that put him in the conversation with the Punisher. But his enemies definitely weren't Punisher. Like his best enemies definitely probably came like from what the fuck is the name of the game? I just said it. Guns of the Patriots. Like the four models that he took on, like them broads was fucking crazy OP.
Right, let's see here.
You niggas move on to a whole new thing?
Well, I'm basing off of Snake hasn't gone over his.
No, so like, I get what you're saying. Snake has done some impressive stuff, but the stuff Snake has done, Punisher has done, and relatively easy by himself, while without any real gear. Like, especially most recent Punisher War Machine, where he had the War Machine armor for a bit, lost it, and had to manhandle it on by himself. And even in everything Snake does on missions, that's an alien thing for Punisher. In and out, back to back, and stuff. And what admin Dirk make Kurt put on, I forget his real name, but like that's really about it. Like Punisher's gone up against the Avengers. His stealth is far above Snake.
Okay, so Mike didn't really represent Punisher well. I mean, not Punisher, Snake well. I mean, Snake literally took on like characters who use like psychokinesis. Snake took on fucking characters who had fucking crack shots, like literal characters who aren't supposed to miss. Like in every way, like Snake took on characters that put him on the same par as the Punisher. The only reason I gave this to Punisher, as I was just telling Thor, is because Punisher's willing to go the distance to get his win. Like, and that's the only thing that make these two characters different. Like, look at the type of enemy Solid had. What was that one enemy, bro? And I'm pretty sure Thor, you know it off the back. What was the dude that oh my god, was he Albanian?
You're gonna have to be really precise for that.
The one Vamp. He had Vamp. He had fucking what? Who else? Yeah, like those, like I said, the four model chicks, like, but Vamp namely was who I was after. Like, this nigga went up against fucking Vamp, like, come on, bro. Like, that's not no easy fucking character to take down.
I still think Snake's willing to go more of a distance than Punisher.
I don't see them ending it up. I don't. I see Punisher taking it.
I mean, like, if you compare, like, the final fight in Metal Gear Solid 4, Snake is on the brink of, like, his heart feeling every 2 seconds. He just went for a giant microwave, his muscles have bursted and everything, and he's still willing to stand there against somebody who's, well, not in his prime, but sorry, clearly more, well, kept in his current situation and on super steroids.
Okay, so the biggest thing Ocelot had going for him in the final fight was that mind over matter. Because he believed that he was the person he was, that's what gave Ocelot the edge in that fight.
No, I'm not talking about, like, the actual fight, I'm talking about the fact that Snake was willing to go somebody on
the
that
distance
caliber.
that Snake went in that fight, like, Snake had 2 things definitely going for him. Like, he had backup, because he definitely wouldn't have made it that far without Raiden coming to save him at the last minute. He would not have made it. And then 2, that fucking suit he had on. Like, that suit saved him for sure. Because he damaged the fuck out of that suit just to stand on the, what was that? The GW thing? The Arsenal? Just to stand on the Arsenal with Ocelot and take that fight. So Snake, what Snake did crawling through that microwave, Punisher would have done without that suit.
Punisher would have died, though.
I don't think so.
But you still have to compare it to the fact that, right, so Punisher's still in his prime if you're assuming that he's going through that, right? See, during that, Snake's heart could be about at any given moment, like it nearly did through that entire game. Like, he could have just, like, I'm pretty sure there was a point where he was about to, and you had to, like, there's a button press or something.
What are they talking about? Needing 2 rings. What they on about? I'm about Mongol? I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Why is that even a fight? Nightcrawler versus Spawn? Spawn's winning that.
I'll pull a mic on Mike.
Get that weak shit out of here. This dude try to do that Piccolo spam. Freaking scrub.
Damn it, bro, you gonna make me re-download Metal Gear 5.
Why 5?
Because we were talking about Venom.
4 is clearly the best game of the franchise.
No, we talked about this, I agree.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. The people in space, but Punisher's spawn, Ghost Rider, Bullseye, and Hawkeye. Yeah, and I know what you're saying. The people he space, but Punisher's space more. Punisher's spawn, Ghost Rider, Bullseye, and Hawkeye were the most accurate people in the world. And Bullseye
I agree.
was the shot until come up against Punisher. Like, that says some stuff. Punisher threw down on them, especially in the Dark Avengers run. Like, yeah, like all these people, you know, Punisher goes up on the daily against these superhuman, these superpowered people and villains alike. And he dodged around and manhandled them. Especially when Punisher got his War Machine suit, went up against 4 guys with equivalent Stark armor. Like, and he was able to resist resist control of some telepath. I can't remember. I remember he was crossing over the Ghost Rider when he did.
Okay, so here's the thing. As I've said multiple times now, like, the thing Snake has come up against puts him at the same level as Punisher. Every feat you just detailed for Punisher, Snake did the same thing in the span of only 2 games. Like, in Sons of Liberty and in Guns of the Patriot, Snake did all these things. He fought a character that doesn't miss. Matter of fact, it was Wolf. That character don't miss. He literally went up a character who wasn't supposed to die. He fought Vamp. This nigga fought a telepath. Matter of fact, he fought 2 telepaths. Like, he fought the new version of Psycho Mantis, and then he fought that other motherfucker who was like a fucking parody of Psycho Mantis. Like
You're
this
forgetting
nigga
about
Snake is
Sorrow.
broken.
You're forgetting about Sorrow as well.
Yeah, like he fought well, I'm not saying it by name, like all four of those models. Like I want to be very specific about that. All yeah, like Sorrow, Octopus, all four of those females like are literal embodiments of things that fucking Punisher takes on all the time. Like
Sorrow's a big boss fate. Never mind. Sorry.
I thought Sorrow was the one that you get the fucking gun from. No, definitely in 4. I thought that was something. I'll look it up right now. I'll look up all 4 models right now.
Sorrow's the one where it isn't a female either, it's a dude. He's like the living embodiment of like dead soldiers or whatever.
I'll look it up so we can get some accuracy. A solid 4.
I keep on getting Big Boss feats confused with fucking Solid Snake feats because they both look identical besides the one has an eye patch and they both go by Naked or Solid Snake.
So which one was the one you get the fucking... Which one was the one you get the fucking gun from? The one that makes people feel different kinds of ways. No, Snake definitely fought Vamp in 4.
Snake put hands on Vamp. That was a whole thing.
Yeah, like this nigga tripping. I don't know what he on about. Yeah, look up all the beauties and the beasts. That's what they were called. The beauties and the beasts. Alright. What was their names? Oh, nigga, you should apologize for a lot. Let's see. Screaming Mantis. That's what. That's her name.
Yeah, no, the Sorrow's Metal Gear Solid 3.
How consistently have we done it? We've seen Snake hold against these guys in games, like from what I understand. I'm not a huge Metal Gear Solid fan.
Oh my god. Now he's attacking the game.
I haven't seen it, like, has he ever fought someone?
What? No. No. You were way off, and you were super downplaying the character of Snake. Snake literally has been fighting long. Not to mention, he houses all the knowledge of his predecessor. Like, this nigga's been fighting for a long fucking time. Long time. Like, in his universe, this nigga Snake literally, like, is a fucking urban myth. Like...
I think there's also one clear distinction here. See, every time Snake is went up against these characters... Sorry. See, every time Snake has went up against these characters, it's been in a random encounter. He doesn't expect the shit that they have, and he takes them out.
What's going down, Jonah Bowen? What's good? Okay, playing some Jump Force. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you got the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking on any challenges. Anybody get these hands?
Alright, I'm sorry, Thor. You know I had kind of silly.
Yeah. But no, as I was saying, like, Snake goes up against these people in a random encounter and wins. Like, he doesn't prep for them. Like, he has no clue that they're on that fucking power. He literally, like, you know, oh, this dude has the ability to fucking fuck with my mind, but you know what? I'm gonna take him out anyway in a random encounter. Like what?
Yeah, not to mention Snake literally himself with fucking RPGs takes on things like fucking gears. Like he takes on actual Metal Gears like toe to toe. Like you can't discredit Snake at all. Like no, like the only thing for me in my mind that makes the difference between Snake and Punisher isn't even the fact that Punisher's more ruthless and Snake is more fucking sound of mind. Like that's not even it. Like because both of them will do some over the top shit if it calls for it. The difference is Snake wants to walk away from his fights, and Punisher doesn't mind ending it all in each fight. That's the only thing that makes me give Punisher this win. There's no huge I don't know where they're coming from. There's no huge margin that says Solid is not taking this because of some experience gap. This nigga's been fighting since what, the Cold War?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Snake does have experience. He does have talent. What I'm saying is that they both accomplish the same thing. The Punisher also kind of like this level. He's got experience in his fighting. He knows what he brings to the table. I don't say Punisher is it. I know Snake is different. I'm not saying it's a fight at all. You say it's a fight. Snake brings something to the table. But I don't like it. It's really a fight for a bit. And then Punisher's
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't call this a spite either. I voted for Punisher winning, but by no means like should there be anybody in this chat like downplaying the mannerisms of Solid Snake. Solid Snake has everything that it takes to put him on the same level as fucking Punisher, and his enemies definitely are on that Punisher enemy level. Like. No, and most of the encounters Snake takes in, there's no prep time for these things. Like Snake usually like encounters these enemies and has to fight them on the fly. There are no second chances. Maybe with the exception of Vamp, like in Ocelot, and even those are different circumstances based on the fact that Ocelot literally saw himself as a whole new person, and fucking Vamp really wanted to fucking kill Raiden more, and him and Snake just didn't cross paths the first time around.
Like saying
Damn, other than fucking Ocelot saw himself as a whole new person, and fucking Vamp didn't cross his path the first time around. Like I didn't know if they got into the first message or not because I saw it in red. What is this nigga? Why is he trying to have a cross debate?
Cross debate with
Matter. This nigga Doom in here interrupted the debate at hand. Like, this nigga said, "Yo, you see this shit Mike said, Thor?"
what?
Matter of fact, the only person Snake has went up against on the Punisher level was Boss. Definitely not Spite. This nigga can't be serious.
Okay, so Snake's took out Boss twice. Liquid is very comparable to Boss. Vamp
That's what
is
I'm
very
thinking. I'm like, bro, you talking about like Punisher level? Liquid is definitely Punisher level.
Liquid Solidus with all of his gear was definitely Punisher level. Vamp was definitely Punisher level. Yeah, what am I missing here?
Yeah, I'm asking this because I got into an argument with one of my cousins because I just said somebody like Adam who uses the witch's magic to best of his abilities, thinking on little guys, definitely gonna affect Chucky.
Anyway, is there another match? Somebody got another match? I don't know why this nigga trying to have a cross like conversation.
Are you talking about like a versus match?
Yeah.
No, I was sending the recording to the admin chat.
Oh, gotcha.
Just looking at these characters like reminds me of how epic it was to see them for the first time. Cause I remember playing the game thinking Snake was gonna die.
No, they can't kill a snake.
Snake is forever. Oh, well, maybe not. Unless those rumors are true that Hideo Kojima and Konami are still working together.
Snake outlived Big Boss.
I got a good one for you. RoboCop versus the little anime character Metabot.
RoboCop versus Metabot? Oh, nigga, that's RoboCop. Not even debatable. Fucking spite match. I love Metabot.
Was there not a RoboCop movie where there was 2 RoboCops, or am I just imagining that? I like the RoboCop. Wasn't there a RoboCop movie where there was 2 RoboCops?
I think the second one from the original series?
Yeah, I need to rewatch the original series. I was like debating on doing that a while, like after watching the Men in Black ones.
Why y'all trying to have, like, I don't understand. Like, what are they doing? I'm very confused now. Why y'all niggas trying to have all these cross fucking debates, nigga? Like, the fuck? Rick Sanchez, Black Panther. Come on, bro. Spike. I'm just calling Spike now on everything, just fuck with Mike. It's all the fucking Spike now.
Could Raiden sword cut through vibranium? Because it's superheated and it also vibrates like
It depends. I would say it depends. Does Arctic what is that shit in Marvel Comics? It's Arctic adamantium or some shit like that, or Arctic vibranium. Like, does that shit cut through vibranium? And there's your answer right there.
I think it does, yeah.
If it does, then yeah. And that would be your answer right there. Like, does that Arctic shit cut through vibranium?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened.
Then I would say yes. Raiden could possibly. It is possible that Raiden could possibly cut through vibranium because in Metal Gear Rising, like, one of the things they do is when Raiden gets the upgrade, they explain that his weapon works in the same way that Marvel explained Arctic vibranium works. That it's that it's literally using a frequency, and so the frequency is what allows it to cut through the metal.
If we want to go off the logic that he can cut vibranium, Black Panther versus Metal Gear Rising Black Panther, no, Metal Gear Rising Raiden.
I would definitely still think Black Panther. He just outskills Raiden. Raiden definitely struggles with like on his level of tier characters. Like, look how he did against old boy that he got his blade from.
Sam?
Yeah. Like, look how he struggled with Sam.
Or
even not just Sam. He struggled against the samurai styled character too, the one that had the plates.
Oh, Monsoon? No. Wasn't Monsoon.
The one that had he had the blade that he stuck on his forearm. And so when his swords, yeah.
Wasn't Monsoon? Shit. Can't remember.
Like, he's unimpressive. He's unimpressive. This nigga. This nigga know I don't like this Rick Sanchez shit. Who y'all got, bro?
For what?
Tell Stat he need to come and get these hands. I don't know
Rick
why
Sanchez versus Black Panther.
He trying to hide.
I don't know. I want to say Black Panther, but I can also easily see it like just the way Rick Sanchez is written is just like boom, portal underneath you falls through and he's in like some dimension where like fucking I don't know, Scott, you know what I mean.
He fought for that match and he got scared.
This nigga Rick is not fucking with Black Panther. There ain't a sight in Rick's eyes that could keep up with the movement Black Panther put on this nigga. It still stands that fucking Black Panther's taking on intellectuals like Dr. Doom, the crazy nigga from the Christopher Priest run, who people love to overlook when they talk about Killmonger versus Black Panther. It wasn't Killmonger who put all that shit in the works, it was that dude. I'll whoop your ass, you chopsticks, girl.
You know what I think would be an interesting fight because they're like pretty similar?
Yeah.
Aizen versus Virgil.
You might as well post that one in the chat. I'm not even going to respond to you because we're friends.
I know you're gonna go with Virgil, but you gotta also understand the way Aizen works.
You have to understand that Virgil is the Omega.
No, because that's right.
I don't want to not like you, Thor. Don't make me hate you, Thor. That's some shit Rick would say.
You're forgetting one thing though. By the end of Aizen's run, he was also like that. Like, I know you haven't read Fighting Your Blood War, but like, he was on that.
Aizen was never at the level of a god. Like, no, he was a godlike being. He was never the Alpha and the Omega.
Joey, in Fighting Your Blood War, he beat somebody who absorbed the Soul King, who is God of Bleach.
Okay, here we go. I want to be right for the right reasons.
You're trying to make it out like it's a spite.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to make it out as a spite. I know, nigga. I argued for Bleach earlier. I know the power level there.
Yeah, but you're saying stuff, all this stuff. Aizen was on par with somebody who absorbed the Soul King and then more power on top of that. Yuha had so much power by the end of the series, the only thing that could defeat him was this one really specific thing that just came off as a Deus Ex Machina.
Oh, not the Deus Machina argument. What is it? You made that same argument for the Ichigo Aizen fight, and it literally had explanations, so it wasn't Deus Ex. Deus Ex is something that came completely out the blue.
Well, okay. So it was, Yuha was already on this insane power, and they all of a sudden brought about 3 chapters before the end, where it was just like, oh, when a Quincy died, by the way, this is never brought up at any time another Quincy has died. When a Quincy died, a bit of their heart has like this metal piece. So, what do you call him, Uryu's dad got a bunch of these metal pieces and turned it into an arrow tip. and if you shoot that into a Quincy's heart, they lose all of their power for 30 seconds. It was basically outright stated that if Aizen and Yuha went up against each other, it would be a never-ending fight because they couldn't kill each other. They would just get stronger than one another for all. Like, that
so I'm confused. Did Aizen get defeated or not?
No, he didn't get defeated by him.
Okay.
He outsmarted Yuha.
I got my headsets on the stream right now.
Alright then, so at the end of the Bleach series, Aizen was the most undefeatable character in the whole of the series and he wasn't taken down?
He wasn't taken down by Yuha, no, and he was the most unbeatable character.
Not by Yuha, I'm asking, did somebody take him down or not?
Say what?
He got knocked out for all of
after this
5 seconds. No, not 5 seconds. Sorry, 5 minutes.
So no, basically, you could just say no.
No, he had no run. And his, what do you call it? His Zongbokto Shikai thing would literally works on anyone. Yuha, the dude I'm talking about, who was above God in that series, it still affected him. Anyway, I went to bed for tonight because it's like 3 AM and I'm dying from tiredness.
Oh yeah.
Okay, alright, later, my dude.
These niggas trying to troll me.
Got him with the grab.
These niggas annoying the shit out of me. Talking about some how. Talking about some how. Nigga. Rick Sanchez. You see this bullshit?
Who want these hands?
Rick Sanchez versus Black Panther. They don't like, now they don't like that shit when I start yelling Spite. Oh, okay, alright. These niggas boy get under my goddamn skin.
It's so damn stupid. I guess since that don't want to get on and play, let's go ahead and watch some JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Go ahead and end my stream.
These niggas, boy. Now it's like they trying their best to fucking... It's like they trying their best to trigger me now.